Um, Good evening, everyone. So today, this is Dr. Ashwani. I had completed my UG from Delhi and NHMC Delhi and PG from NIH Kolkata. So today we are going to start the classes on PSM. Okay. So without wasting more time, we can start now. So our first topic is, first we should know about some primitive systems of medicines. Primitive medicine. So in primitive medicine, what we need to know, we just need to know first, it is Ayurveda system of medicine. Second, it is Unani system. Third, we have Siddha system. So we can say it is Ayush. Basically, it is in primitive medicines, which are our Ayush system of medicine. Then we have homeopathy. Okay. Then yoga, and along with it, one more is Soa Rigpa. Soa Rigpa. Okay. So now we need not to study the detail of this. We just not need to know about their concepts. What are their basic concepts? Okay. So first we have Ayurveda. So we know Ayurveda means basically science of life. Okay. Ayurveda means science of life, and it mainly depends upon the it mainly believes three dosha theory of disease. Three dosha theory. In three dosha we have, and according to three dosha theory, they believe that disease occurs when there is disequilibrium in three doshas, like three doshas. One is vat, then pitta, and third one is kapha. So vata means wind, pitta means gall, and kapha means mucus. Okay, so just simply one or two line we have to study. Then comes the Unani system. The Unani system originated mainly from the Greece, and this is based on the humoral theory. Humoral theory. Okay, means blood, flag, yellow bile, black bile, etc. Then we have Siddha system, which is mainly practiced in Tamilnadu in India. Okay. So in Siddha means if we will see the literal meaning of Siddha, it means an achievement. Okay. So Siddha system basically it deals with the patient's environment, age, sex, race, physiological constitutions, etc. And it is very much similar to the Ayurvedic system of medicines. Then we have homeopathy. Everyone knows about homeopathy. Then, okay. Then we have Soa Rigpa. Soa Rigpa. So Soa Rigpa basically it is also known as Amchi system of medicine. Amchi system of medicines. Okay. Then where it is mainly practiced in Tibet, Bhutan, China, and Himalayan regions of India. Okay, in Himalayan regions like it is mainly practiced in India in the regions of Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, then Darjeeling, and then Lahore and Spiti, etc. Okay. And the principles on which Soa Rigpa depends or mainly deals with is what we call it as, one is Jung Va Nga. I don't know how to pronounce it. Jung Jung Va Nga. Okay. What it literally means, means Panch Panch Mahabhutas. Okay. And another one is Ngepasum. Soa Rigpa mainly believes the Jangva Nga and Nekpasam. I don't know how to actually pronounce it. And Nekpasam is nothing, just the Tridosha theory, as in Ayurveda. Okay. So we know about Ayurveda, Unani, homeopathy, and Siddha, but we don't know about most of us, we don't know about the Soa Rigpa. So, and the father of the Soa Rigpa is father of Soa Rigpa, YOTH. Wait, ठीक है, we'll tell here. Yeah, father of Soa Rigpa, Yuthog, YUTHOG, Yuthog Yonten Gonpo. Okay, he is the father of Soa Rigpa. Okay, so this is about our primitive medicines. Okay, about homeopathy, Ayurveda, everyone knows, and we need not to go into the detail of it also. Next, we have, after this, we have few important people in public health. What we need to know for the uh, exam point of view. Before it, just noted one point that our Ayush system, which is, I think everyone knows that Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, Soa, Rigpa, and Homeopathy. Earlier, it was known as ISM and H, means Indigenous System of Medicine and Homeopathy. And Homeopathy. And later it was redesignated as Ayush system, combining everything. Okay. So moving further, we have now we need to know about few important people in public health. For example, first Edward Jenner. Who is Edward Jenner? Edward Jenner was the one who had developed the first vaccine. Okay, first he had developed first vaccine, and also he coined the term vaccination. Okay, so this is about the Edward Jenner. Next we have John Salk. John Salk or Salk, whatever you can say. So who was the John Salk? John Salk was the one who had first introduced polio vaccine. See, first vaccine was introduced by Edward Jenner. First polio vaccine was introduced by John Salk. Okay. Then we have okay, when we are talking about the polio vaccines, so we have two type of vaccines. Everyone knows. First is IPV, inactivated polio vaccine. Another one is oral polio vaccine. Okay. Oral polio vaccine, we used to say it is live vaccine. IPV is killed vaccine. Okay. IPV was introduced by John Salk, whereas this OPV, this OPV, this live vaccine, it was given by Albert Sabin. So confuse don't get confused into it. First polio vaccine was given by John Salk. First vaccine was given by Edward Jenner. John Salk had given the killed vaccine, that is IPV, whereas the live vaccine, which is OPV, is given by Albert Sabin. Okay. Then third we have, everyone might have heard his name, Alexander Fleming. What he had done? Alexander Fleming, he had introduced the first antibiotic. What was the first antibiotic? That is penicillin. Everyone is everyone knows this. Okay. Next we have another important person, that is David Morley. What David Morley had done? He had given us growth chart. Growth chart. Okay. So we have four important persons. Next we have fifth one, that is, okay, let it be the same color. Next, then we have Samuel Hahnemann. We know Samuel Hahnemann invented homeopathy. Everyone knows. Then we have, so I am not writing about Samuel Hahnemann. Then we have Karl Landsteiner. What this Karl Landsteiner had, this person had given, he had given the types of blood groups. Everyone must have aware about all these things. Okay. So right now we will study five important people. In between the study, later we will study five, and we will study these important people in five groups, so that it will be easy for you people to remember. Okay. Next, moving further, we have few important books in public health. Okay, we can leave this book part. No need to remember. Now, yeah, we have uh, we have to remember about first country achievement. Okay, what was the first country achievement? Means which was the first country to start family planning? Family planning program. Okay, so we know who will feel the need of the family planning, the country which will be having lot of population, and it was our own country, that was India. India was the first country who had started family planning program. Then which country had started blindness control program? Blindness control program. And again, India came first in this also. Okay. Next, which country had established first fingerprinting bureau? Fingerprinting bureau. Okay. And again, this was India. Okay. In Calcutta in 1897. Okay. So India was the first country who had started family planning program, who had started blindness control program, and who had established fingerprinting bureau in Calcutta in 1897. Then, which was the first country who had socialized the medicine? Socialized medicine completely. Later, we will study what is social medicine. Okay, so this is which country had socialized the medicine completely? We have Russia. Okay, then which country had introduced compulsory sickness insurance? And this was, sorry, and this was Germany. Okay, so India was the first country who had started family planning program. India is the first country who had started blindness control program. India is the first country who had established fingerprinting bureau in Calcutta in 1897. Then Russia was the first country who had socialized the medicine completely, and Germany was the first country who had introduced the compulsory sickness insurance. Okay, so when we are talking about the socialized medicine completely, what is socialized medicine? We will study here only. So socialized medicine is basically we have state medicine, we have socialized medicine, we have social medicine. Here we are talking about socialized medicine. Okay, we will come here. We have state medicine, we have socialized medicine, and we have social medicine. Okay, so what is state medicine? State medicine is basically provision of free medical services to people at government expense. Free medical services to whom? To the people at government expenses. Okay, first point. Okay, yeah, this is so state medicine is the provision of free medical services to people at government expenses. Now, what is socialized medicine? Socialized medicine is the provision of medical and professional education by the state, but the program is operated and regulated by the professional groups rather than by the government. Okay, what I had told that this is the provision of giving medical and profession education. Professional education by the state, but this program was operated by professional groups rather than by a government directly. Okay, then we have social medicine. What is social medicine? It is the study of social plus economical plus environmental plus cultural plus psychological plus genetic factors. Okay, so what is social medicine? Social medicine, it is the study of social, economical, environmental, cultural, psychological, and genetic factors which have a role in maintaining good health. Okay, so this is a social medicine. So these are the type of medicines. Okay, state medicine, it is the free medical services to the people at government expenses. Socialized medicine is the provision of giving medical and professional education by the state, but this program was not operated by professional groups rather than by the government. Then we have social medicine. Social medicine is the study of social, economical, environmental, cultural, psychological, genetic factors which have role in maintaining good health. Okay. So coming back, we had studied this one first country who had started all these things. Then we have types of medicines. This is types of medicines in community medicine. Okay. Next we have few important disease. So in few important disease, first what we need to know, which disease is known as 5-day fever. So 5-day fever is okay. Then which disease is known as 8th day disease? Then we have 100-day cough. Next we have which is known as father of public health, and this is most important, father of public health. Okay. And next which is known as barometer of social welfare. Okay. So we have few important disease. So 5-day fever is known as with trench fever. Okay. If someone is having trench fever, or trench fever is also known as 5-day fever. Then eighth disease we call as tetanus neonatorum. Everyone might have heard this. Definitely everyone would have heard. Okay. So 5th-day fever is known as trench fever. 8th-day disease is known as tetanus neonatorum. 100-day cough is pertussis or whooping cough. Okay. Then we have father of public health, the most important. Father of public health is cholera. If you will forget all the other four, it is okay, but don't forget this point. This is very, very important. Then we have father of, oh sorry, barometer of social welfare. It is nothing but tuberculosis. Okay. Next, we have which is known as slim disease. Slim disease. Then black sickness, black death. Then we have cerebrospinal fever, brain fever. Okay. So we will study these five, then we will move ahead. So slim disease is the disease which make you slim. Just for on the lighter note. So slim disease is also known as HIV or AIDS. Okay. Next we have black sickness. Black sickness is nothing but the Kala Azar. In Hindi, Kala means black. Black sickness is Kala Azar, or we call it as leishmaniasis. Okay. Then Black Death. Black Death we call as plague. This is also very important. Okay. Next we have cerebrospinal fever. In the cerebrospinal fever, what we means spinal system is getting involved, cerebral system is also involved, and patient is having fever. So which disease we are going to study? A patient who is having fever along with the spinal involvement and cerebral involvement, or we can call it a cerebrospinal system involvement. This is nothing but the meningitis. Patient will have stiff neck, patient will have high grade of fever, patient will have convulsion, and many more things. And it is particularly meningococcal meningitis. Okay. Then we have brain fever. So what is brain fever? A fever which is having particularly affecting the brain. So that is encephalitis. Everyone knows what is encephalitis. Jap- Japanese encephalitis. Okay. So we have slim disease. Slim disease is also known as HIV or AIDS. Then black sickness known as Kalazar, or we call it as leishmaniasis. Then we have black death, which we call it as plague. Then we have cerebrospinal fever, which we call it as meningococcal meningitis, and brain fever, which is also known as Japanese encephalitis. Okay. Moving further, now yeah, we had completed till brain fever. So now we have breakbone fever. I think everyone knows this. Then we have monkey fever. Then Koch's disease, Hansen disease. I think everyone knows this. Hansen's disease. Then rubeola, and don't confuse it with rubella. Okay. So breakbone fever, everyone knows. If few people don't know, then you should know that breakbone fever is the fever which is mainly causing the pain in the bones, which is known as dengue. Dengue. So dengue is known as breakbone fever. Then monkey fever. Just to remember, where monkey used to stay, monkey used to be found mainly in the forest. Okay. And since monkey is having fever and monkey we are getting in forest, so it might be it must be causing some disease. Okay. So this is known as Kayasner forest disease, or in short we call it as KFT. Okay. So just to remember, monkey we are founding in forest. So forest, if you will remember, then definitely you will be able to mark the Geisner forest disease. Okay. Then we have Koch disease. This everyone knows, it is TB. Then Hansen's disease, leprosy. I need not to explain these things. Rubiola we have measles. Just don't get confused with rubella. Rubiola we have measles, and rubella is also known as German measles. Okay. So don't get confused into it. Rubiola is measles and rubella is German measles. Okay. Then we have river blindness. River blindness is also known as onchocerciasis. Okay, so these are few important diseases in public health. Okay, so we just, yeah, 5-day fever is known as trench fever. Then we have 8th day disease, which is known as tetanus. 100-day cough is pertussis. Father of public health is known as cholera. And again, I am repeating, this is very, very important. Then barometer of social welfare is TB. Then slim disease is known as HIV or AIDS. Black sickness is Kala Azar. Black death is plague. Cerebrospinal fever is meningococcal meningitis. Brain fever is known as Japanese encephalitis. Breakbone fever is dengue, monkey fever is KFD, cause disease TB, Hansen leprosy, rubella, measles, rubella, German measles, river blindness, onchocerciasis. Okay, next, moving further, we have, yeah, so few points about ICD-10 classification. Everyone knows ICD classification, I think. So basically, ICD classification, uh, um, it is mainly it ICD revised every 10 years. Revised every 10 years. Okay. ICD 10, when it came in 1993. Okay. And what it covers? It covers 3 points. It covers diseases, it covers illness, and it covers injuries. Disease, illness, and injuries. Okay. It is arranged in 22 chapter. That is not important. And what we need to remember that ICD-10 is arranged in 3 volumes. 3 volume. Okay. Volume 1, volume 1, volume 2, and we have volume 3. Volume 1 we have classification, list, nomenclature and definition. Okay. Nomenclature and definitions. Then we have second volume in which we have instructions manual. Instructions manual. Okay. And third we have alphabetical index. Okay. Then we have another, we have two more points in this, that here if we have code U double zero to 49, U00 to U49, it means patient some conditions having uncertain etiology. If something is have some disease condition or some condition is having uncertain etiology, we will code it as U00 to U49. Or if someone code number U50 to U99, this is used mainly in research part. Okay. So this is about the ICD-10 classification or ICD-10. Few points about ICD-10. Basically, this it came in 1993, and ICD mainly international classification of disease. It revised every 10 years. It mainly covers disease, illness, and injuries. Disease, illness, and injuries. It has 3 volumes. Volume 1 deals with the classification list and nomenclature and definitions. Volume 2 instructions manual, and 3 alphabetical index. And then we have code. U00 to U49 deals with the uncertain etiology, and U50 to 99 deals with the research. Okay. Yeah.